Hello everybody and welcome back to Balake Farms Cooperative Multiplayer. So, you join us at 9:30 in December. We have 3 pallets of lettuces and still got 33,000 litres in there. So, we're going to leave them and sell them in January because that's the best time to sell them. But for now, we're going to get some contracts done. We've put the yard back together. As you can see, everything's slowly getting home. Our field is just sat there dormant at the moment. And our plan is before April, well, might be a bit later than April. Let's just have a look. So really we want to plant as soon as possible. So we might end up doing oats in March just so we can get some of our own money going. We could do linseed as well. Field grass now. So yeah, we are just looking at what we could put in. Basically, do silage maize. But yeah, I think it'll be oats or we could do poppies. Might do some poppies actually. We've not done them before. So yeah, March is when we're aiming. But by then, we'd like to have another field. And this field here looks perfect, and so does field 15. So that's our goals. We've got money coming in here. We should get 3 more, maybe a few more during this episode, so we'll stay tuned for that. But first, let's have a look on the contract list. So there's a £19,000 cultivating job, and I'm sure that's the field we harvested the other day. So we're going to borrow the items and we're going to do that one. And I think we take a nice quad track and we can get that done. 28. I might see if we can use our equipment and do that field at the same time. We're paying for it, so can't see why he wouldn't let us stop off on the way and do another contract. But yeah. Right, so here we are in the nice big quad track, and we've got a nice big cultivator as well, so hopefully this won't take as long as it did to harvest and we can get done fairly quickly. So let's get it hitched up and let's head to the field. We're going to start with the little one first just to see if this is going to work. I'm hoping it will let us just use this rig to do the other contract as well. I say we've already paid for the lease on it, so I can't see why it wouldn't. And December is really dark for some reason. It's meant to be 9:40 in the morning, but it's acting like it's night time. So yeah, let me head to the field and I'll see you there. So here we are at the smaller of the 2 contracts, and it is letting us use the cultivator. So we'll get this one done first and then we'll move on to the big one where we did the harvest last time. So it really won't take too long in this little field here. Now it is a bit of a nightmare to traipse this down the road. It's about as wide as the road, so makes for some interesting driving. But yeah, let's get this field cultivated and then we can move into the 20 grand field. So this works out very well because we're spreading the leasing cost over 2 fields, and yeah, that means we're not having to lease one to do this one and lease one to do that one. So while we've got this, if any other cultivating jobs come up in the local area, I might just jump on them and use this as well. Just we've got access to it, so we might as well. Yeah, let me get cracked on and we'll get this one smashed out. Right, so there's the first field all completed. So that was nice and easy. Big cultivator made a big difference there. So let's collect the money for that one, which is only a 5,000 one. And now let's go to field 37 and get the big contract on, so we can get the £18,000 in. So I'll head over there now. I'll see you at the field and we'll see how quick we can smash that one out. Right, so here we are going up the field. So let's see how this copes with going up the hill. It's big high horsepower, so hopefully it doesn't hinder us too much. I mean, we can get 7 miles an hour with this cultivator normally, and we're doing 6 so far. So I wouldn't say that's overly too bad, and hopefully it doesn't take too long. So it's a big old field, but this is a big cultivator, so hopefully it won't take too long. But what a beauty she is. Big pace quad track working the land. So we have got snow in the forecast, so I might start from the top of the field. I'll go around the headland and I'm going to start from the top and work down it, because we don't want to be going up the hill when that snow comes in, because we'll get so much slipperage it'll make this contract impossible. But yeah, leave it with me and I'll quickly get this field done, and then we can see what's next on the contract list. Right, so we got the big cultivating job done. Yeah, so on this game you can see quite a lot of the field you don't actually have to do to complete the contract. Bit strange, I know, but it's just the way the game is. So just have a look. This one is kind of on the way back to the shop. We could just carry on using this tractor and get that last one done. Yeah, we'll do that one as well on the way back to the shop. If we don't complete this contract, we can carry on using this and we can get that next one done. And then we've done 3 contracts with 1 rental fee, because it's quite expensive to have this rig, so we might as well make the most of it. So let me run on down to that field 52 and then we'll get that done, and then we can see what's next. There's not many contracts in there now, so if it gets to the stage where we've worked up on contracts, we will move on to January, and then we can sell some of our lovely lettuces. Woody is doing wood transport missions. They seem to be quite good money, really. So he's just bashing a few of them out to... Ooh. Yeah, I was going to say, I could see that wasn't stopping. So yeah, we need to go down this way. Follow it around, over the precarious bridge. Yeah, no worries. Right, let's head that way and we'll get this last one done. So there we are, that is another one all done. So let's collect both of these now, because I think we're done with cultivating for now. So that's a nice chunk of change all collected. So what's left is another cultivating, a deadwood and 2 ploughing. So I think we'll knock on and we'll get this deadwood done. Let's see how Woody's getting on. Once Woody is done, if there's no more pop up, we'll get moved on into January. Nice quick deadwood all completed. So that leaves us with 1 cultivating job and 2 ploughing ones, and I don't really want to take a ploughing one on because yeah, they're just a nightmare. I mean, it reckons it'll take 37 minutes, that one reckons it'll take 7 minutes. I think that might lie. What's this cultivating one? Reckons it'll take 12 minutes. I think we're going to have to do it because I think Woody is still preoccupied at the moment. So let's find something cool to use. I think we'll take the case. Let's take the case. Let's go get that smashed out. And then, let's say there's only 2 ploughing contracts left. And yeah, we don't particularly want to be doing a ploughing contract. It looks like Woody's rolled the old truck on its side because we just jumped in his vehicle by accident. But yeah, looks like he's having a bit of a mare with that contract. Probably should have put the legs down on the crane. But never mind. Let's go get cracked on with our cultivating job. And it should be a nice easy £4,000. There we go. And let's go the other way out of the yard. It's actually easy to get out of the yard this other way. So we've got a nice Pace Puma, 260 horse. So it's nice big horsepower tractor. It should pull this absolutely perfectly. and it's nice and quick. So let's head to the field and let's get one more cultivating job knocked out the park. Right, so we have completed that contract. A bit awkward because you couldn't really see what we were doing. A couple more contracts have popped in. There's a 10 grand and a wood transport, but I think I'm going to see if Woody wants to move on to January. So at least we can get our lettuces sold then. And hopefully there'll be a few more contracts come up. So we just move up to the yard. And then let's move into January. And then we can get those lettuces sold. And then we need to save up and get the field, but we also need to buy a lime spreader. Because when we do finally get our fields going, we need to make sure they're the best they possibly can be. So January's looking rather good. We have got 3 pallets on the trailer and there's 4 pallets there ready to go. So that's happy. I'll let Woody finish loading them up and we will have a look and see what contracts we can do. So typical, a nice big cultivating job next to the field we've just done. Ploughing and wood transport. So contracts are still not great, and it reckons it'll take an hour to do that. So that is fairly substantial. I think I'll just quickly do this dead wood and we'll see if anything else comes on. I know the contracts at this time of year, to be honest, are not the best, but to be fair, we could just move on and get into a planting month for ourselves. Yeah, I will go sort of 4-wheel steer out. Weird. Let's have a look then. So, toggle 4-wheel steer. Oh, there we go. That's sorted. Right, back to our deadwood contract. Don't want to leave this 1,500 quid behind, do we? So let's jump back into the forest and let's see if we can get this quickly bashed out and hopefully some more contracts come in. We've done a lot of cultivating. I mean, if we have to, I will do it, but yeah, I was hoping for something a bit different this month. But I know January, December, February, they're very slow months for contracts because it's no harvesting to be had, there's no drilling to be had, no mowing, so fairly slow month. But yeah, let's quickly run around, let's get this deadwood done, and then we can watch Woody sell all of our lettuces as well. Hopefully we'll get a few quid for them. Right, so our deadwood contract is all done. So let's go collect the dollar. So we've got cultivating. There's not a lot left really still. So we'll wait and see how much wood he gets for the lettuce, and then we might even... Oh, £33,694 plus £1,500 environmental. Really good. So we're now up to £100,000. So if we head back to our yard, we probably will be able to get field 16 because that's 70 grand, and field 15 is 134. Now 15 is a bigger field and it's got better soil type, and we have got discount with that, and we can afford it. It would be pretty much all of our money, but we could buy field 15, and it's a much better field type to start with. So it's 1.71 hectares. So that might be worth a buy really. So we'll have to speak to Woody, but we ain't got many contracts, and I know we can start drilling our own fields in March. I think we're going to put poppies in, and then we need to buy a header for our combine. So it will shouldn't take too much, but yeah. So our options are, we've got field 16 here. How big is field 16? Let's just have a look. So it's 0.86 hectare, whereas 15 is 1 point, so it's nearly double it. I mean, it's nearly double the price, but being mostly loam, it would really suit our it would really suit putting a crop in there. Really, we'd get a good yield off it. So it's expected to be 119%, whereas that one's at 106. So yeah, probably is the way forward. So just asked him what he thinks of getting field 15 and moving on to March, because we can start planting in March, so we can get our own crops in, and hopefully the contracts will be better. Yeah, so he totally agrees. So let's get field 15 bought. Hopefully it leaves us enough now to get the soil information. Ooh. And look at that. That is a really good field. Pretty much all loam. So we desperately need to get a spreader. So I think he's back at the yard. So we're just going to move on to March. Hopefully Woody might do some contracts while I start drilling, and then if we can get some money in, we'll get some lime and we'll get the fields spread, and then we should get a really good yield. So we won't be rolling them because we haven't got a roller unless something pops up in the sale. Might find a little roller in there, but to be honest, we'd be better off getting a biggish roller, because otherwise it's going to take us ages. So there's February, and we'll move into March. There'll be a few more pallets to sell, so we'll get them sold first, and then hopefully we might be able to buy ourselves a lime spreader, and then yeah, we'll get these fields done. So I think we've got some seed. Oh, there we go, nice sunny March. Oh, plenty of pallets there. So yeah, we need some water delivering. So I'll just quickly drop some water into there. Oh, the water bowser is empty, so let's get that filled up. And then we will, yeah, so we'll then jump on the planter, and I'll get these fields planted. So I think we're going to do poppies. I don't know what poppies price is, to be fair, so it's between oats and poppies. So poppies top out at 1372. What's oats? It's what we can put in this month, and then we can always work towards another field and put something. Oh, oats are actually 2,792. So I think actually, as much as I want to do poppies, I think oats are the way forward at the moment. So I don't think we can put sunflowers in, but I'll check the drill, and if we can, we will put some flowers in, because I think they're even more. Yeah, so sunflowers are now, they're 3,663, so if we can put them in, we definitely will be doing that. Sugar beet, potatoes, peas. Peas are pretty good. Oats, linseed. What's linseed sell for? 1,200. So, yeah, it'll all depend. So it's either going to be oats or sunflowers, depending if our drill can do it or not. Yeah, let me get some water put in here, and then I'll jump on the drill, and we'll get the drill on. So yeah, our drill does let us put sunflowers in. So I think we'll do some sunflowers. They're going to be the most profitable, but it does mean we've got to wait a whole year to sell them, get the most money, or we could turn them into oil. So let's see if we can get these drilled. I say we haven't got a roller at the moment, so if a roller does pop into the sale, we can get it. If not, we will leave it this year. Oh, just noticed I've got no solid fertiliser, so probably, I think we've got some in the yard, so we'll fill it up as best as we can. And then we'll use what we've got. And then, like I say, because we'll have some crops in here now, at least we've got something to work towards. But sunflowers are good because we've actually got the header for it, so we wouldn't need to buy a header. So that would be really smashing. We could just reuse what we've already got. So yeah, let me get this field drilled, and it's quite quick. Then we'll do the other field as well, and we'll get that drilled, which is a bit bigger, but I don't think it'll take too long. It's a decent sized drill we bought here, to be fair, and because it's direct, it is so much quicker. And hopefully the contracts now pick up as well, because we're in March, and Woody's taking a load more lettuces over to get sold, so we should get a nice boost to the bank account, and we might even buy a roller. Now if we get enough money, before he heads back, I might tell him to put the roller on the back of his low loader and bring it back with us. But we'll see how much money we make, and then we can work it out from there. So Woody has brought £36,000 in. So I was just going to have a look at some rollers. So there's an £18,000 one there, which I think is going to be ideal for us. It's only a 7-metre one. So I think we'll just get that bought, and then hopefully I will tell Woody to bring it back from the shop. And then that means we can get these fields rolled as well. So yeah, nearly done this field now. Last bit, and then if we get it rolled, it'll be absolutely perfect, because we'll get top yield out of it then. Because apart from we do need to fertilise it as well, so I might have to buy a spreader as well. I wonder if he's got room on that. I don't know how much. He has. Oh, I'll have to go because I've got the one with the loader, because I want to bring some lime back as well. Fill it up. Yeah, it's not a problem. I will go, because if we lime spread on the first, when we've drilled it, it'll count. But if we don't, it won't count. Right. So that's this field 17 all done. So I'll run across and we'll go drill field 15 now. And then we're going to save up, hopefully by 16, and we can put a different type of crop in it. So like I say, we won't be able to sell the sunflowers until March, because that's the best time for our sunflower to get the most out of it, unless we change it into sunflower oil, which I think is around a similar sort of time anyway, but it would involve us building an oil mill, so I'm not sure if we'll do that yet. But yeah, let me run down to field 15 and let's get sorted. Right, so I've just bought the lime spreader and some lime. Woody wants to get a loader for that one as well, that tractor as well, so we can both be loading and unloading. I quite like the fast track, so I tend to use it more than I'll use the case, but Woody doesn't mind the old case, so I think he's going to buy a front loader if he can afford it, and let's try and load everything onto the low loader and bring it back in one go, but I'm not sure he will. So I'm just going to quickly get this field drilled. It's a fairly big field, which is good because that means we'll get plenty of crop ourselves. But I have got the GPS on this one because I don't want to miss too much of the field. Hopefully once it comes back we'll get it rolled and we'll get it spread with lime. And then we can get the best yield possible out of our fields. But then we need to jump straight back onto contracts because we're going to need some more money. Right. Let me get this drilled. So we're going to run out of fertiliser, and it's a shame because we're on the last breed. So I've just dropped the drill off. Just going to run to the yard and I'm going to see what I've got left in the yard, and then we'll come back and we'll and hopefully we've got enough just to finish that field. So it hasn't taken too long, to be fair. That drill's quite deceiving. It's bigger than you think. So Woody's brought the roller and the line back, so we've got that in the yard ready to go. We've got a couple of pallets of fur, so I'm hoping we've got enough to just to finish what we're doing, which will be very nice. Ooh, let's go for that again and not. There we go. So we've got 394 litres, so that'll be plenty for what we need to do to get that field finished. So I'll just run it back around to the field. It's easier than bringing the drill back, just the beauty of having front loaders. and then we'll get that last breed in the field done, and then I can get on with rolling the fields. Well, we've got to roll them and spread some lime, so yeah, shouldn't take too long, and we'll get these bits done, dusted, and then our fields will be all ready, and then we just await the time we can afford to buy field 16. So it shouldn't be too long. We should be able to get it fairly quickly. Couple more contracts next month, and then hopefully, if we time it right, we might even be able to get some canola in for the summer, because I think it's always ready around July, August time. So yeah, let me get this field finished, and then we'll jump on the spreader and we'll start spreading. Right guys, so Woody is spreading the lime in that field. I have just rolled it, and that field will be all done. So we'll get out there, we'll head to the next one, and then I think we're going to call it a day, and then next time we can finish up with rolling our second field. We'll get it spread, and then we're going to start doing some more contracts, because we really do need the money back in our account. So, thank you for watching. If you've liked today's episode, please give it a thumbs up. Any suggestions, please leave them below. And if you hit the subscribe button and ring the bell, you'll get a notification of the next video and when we finish rolling and liming our own fields. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.